welcome back to Writer's Block. Today with me, I have SPN. There's an N in there.
An N in there.
SPN Fox and One Suit Senpai once again. And today we are watching another sketch where we talk about animes, comics, books, maybe some movies that inspired our writing for our characters and our lifestyles overall. Like,
Oh
so
man,
we
I
all
wish I
can
could,
relate
like,
to like Dragon Ball Z, right? Working out and shit like that. So that's
God.
what we got going on today.
I mean, I wish I could bust out my comics. I don't have them here. They're actually in Homestead at my mom's house. But yeah, I have a lot of obviously I have a lot of Nightwing comics.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
obsessed.
Oh, I have a cool thing to show you guys. So I went to SuperCon like right before COVID hit.
Mhm.
It was like that SuperCon. I have Florida SuperCon, and I met Steven Rouse. So he's actually a pencil and ink artist for the comics for a lot of Marvel and DC comics. And I became really close friends with him over the time that I was there hanging out with him over the weekend for the convention. And what you call it? So he drew me a Nightwing picture, and that was great. I have it framed.
Nice.
I gotta find it. It's in my room, but it's great. I love it. It's like I look at it and I'm just like, I can do that. And he keeps telling me to color it. He keeps telling me just color it and send me the picture. And I'm like, no, I'm not touching it. This is like beautiful in its pencil worthiness that it is. Like, don't stop telling me to color. I'm gonna mess it up.
Have you thought about scanning it and coloring it?
He told me to do that too,
Oh, okay.
but I'm just like, it's not the same because it's not done on the same paper, and I would have to like scan it and print it onto like watercolor paper or something that's like thick enough that I can paint it. Actually,
Right.
hold on. Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm pretty excited to see that. Yeah, so that Nightwing character is the comic books are so you got to keep up with that shit because I know like Red Hood I thought was Nightwing also, or the Robin before that.
Jason
Oh,
Todd,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like that Red Hood when that movie came out, I thought it was cold as shit. So I'm like a lazy comic book guy.
Oh, you
Right.
watch the shows?
Yeah, so I watch the shows, I watch all the movies. It's the same with anime and manga. Like I won't read a manga unless it's a great fucking anime. Like The Flash, I never read one of the comic books, but I bought them all. Like the new 52 Flash, just because I'm a fan of the Flash, right? And because of the anime or the little animated series they had, I thought he was I want to see this fucking picture.
Oh,
She's holding it like, with her life.
this is my baby. That's up.
Yeah, it's got a real classic vibe to it.
Stop it. There you go.
How'd you get him to do that?
He did it by surprise. Because I told you, like he was kind of just chilling there drawing by himself. You know how the conventions have the artist alleys and stuff.
Yeah, they're at their tables and stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was at his table just there, and like I guess no one really like paid attention because it was him and the person across from him. Oh my god, I feel left for me. I can't remember the person across from him, but he was also Batman comics, Star Wars comics, all of that stuff.
Mhm.
So like he had like super detailed ink work sitting at his desk. It was crazy. And I was just talking to both of them the whole time because they were like again, like most people there were like younger gen. So, they're more interested in like the anime and all that stuff. And they ran down to the other side of the alley and they're over there. So these guys were just kind of vibing there by themselves. So like
Right.
they didn't have much of a crowd going on. So that's me. When I go to conventions and I'm sitting, I'm bored and I'm not doing anything, I'll walk up and down the artist alley and see people's art and just kind of see what exactly are they doing, what's their style, what's going on. So very rarely you see like big time comic book artists just sitting there doing nothing. And like this con was kind of like, I guess, last minute, small, wasn't too advertised, so there wasn't that many people.
Right.
So I like I said, they were like pretty empty. So I was just back and forth talking to them the whole time. I had a Nightwing shirt on. I had my Nightwing hoodie on. I was just talking to him the whole time. And he's like, so I'm going to take a guess and say you like Nightwing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, no, not at all, guys. It's not just, tattooed on me, you know? So whatever. So he was talking about it. It was great. We were just talking about different things, different art styles, like going to, because I was just started to go into school. I was just going to get into Full Sail. So he's like, yeah, let me know when you start doing school and what you're doing so that, if you ever need help, let me know. I'll help you. And maybe I can look at something and give you fresh. I have his phone number and his Instagram.
Right.
So I can text him at any point in time. I can talk to him at any point in time. So he's really cool. If you look him up on Instagram, I think it's called French Wookie. It says
French
Instagram.
Wookie?
French Wookie.
Is he hairy?
No. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get in here. 2 seconds. Beep, 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 beep. Where is my? Here we go. Beep, 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 beep. There he is. So this is his stuff, man. This man is amazing. So anyway, yeah. So I'm just talking, hanging out, whatever. And then I guess he goes to me like on the last day. It was like Sunday, and he was like, "Hey, I'll go, oh, because my friends are there and I've been hanging out with you this whole time. Let me go find out what my friends are doing." He's like, all right, no worries. But before you leave, come back and see me. And I was like, okay. And like, I came back at some point, and in the middle of it, he was sketching it.
And you had no idea at that time, right? That it was
I
for
had no
you?
idea. And I was like, he's like, oh, I'm just working on something now. I'm like, oh, okay, what are you working on? And he shows it to me. I'm like, oh, you're drawing Nightwing. And he's like, yeah. And if you sit down, you're going to be able to see it finished, and then I'll give it to you. And I was like,
Nice.
I was just like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, like Mike was saying, he sort of has that old school comic book style.
Like, look at this shit, bro. Like, I can't. Like, one of my favorite things that he does is the cross hatching style. Like all the little tiny like details that are in the shadows. Like,
yeah.
if you look at it, it's like all that is cross hatching, and it's like great. Beautiful.
And it seems like he still makes women look like women too.
Right?
Like instead of like
Yes,
defeminizing them and shit like that, like, yo, they're fucking actual women and shit in here.
Like, his style will change depending on whatever they need him to do. But like, yeah, that's more traditional, his, style, old school comics,
Yeah, like 90s, like around like in the 90s type style. Like when it went from that, like when it started getting more rich in colors, but it still had that.
Oh, that's a kick-ass Ninja
yeah,
Turtle.
that's ridiculous.
Like, look at his pencil work. His pencil work drives me insane. Like, look at it. So beautiful. I love looking at art like this. Like, it's just like,
Conan.
Yeah, how did you pick, of all characters that you fell in love with, Nightwing?
Right? No offense, but
Dick
Right.
Grayson. Okay, so how do I explain Dick Grayson to you guys? Like, okay, so a lot of people
as
like
mainly it'd be number 2. You would describe him as the number 2.
he's just Robin. He was the OG Robin.
Yeah, the number 2.
So
Yeah, and the Robins are
fucking
like,
with you.
that's a confusing thing to me. Like, right? So there's Damian Wayne coming in. That's probably my favorite Robin.
Oh, I love Damien. Damien's a shit. He's a little shithead. I love it.
Yeah, and he's fucking kick ass when he was going hand-to-hand combat with fucking Batman on a rooftop. I was like, oh, this is a cock diesel motherfucker.
It was great. No, so originally it's Dick Grayson, who's the first Robin. After him,
And Dick Grayson that's the one with the mom and dad die, right?
yeah,
Okay.
the circus and whole thing. After that came Jason Todd. From Jason Todd was Tim Drake, and then Tim Drake came.
What was Jason Todd? What was his big thing? That's the one that turns into
That's
Red Hood.
That's
So
Red
he
Hood.
gets beaten to death.
Yeah,
He dies.
beaten to death by the Joker, and they bring him back
he
in a
dies
Lazarus
by the
pit.
Joker with a crowbar, and then they bring him back with a
In
Lazarus.
the Lazarus pit. That shit is, he's fucking. How is he not more of your favorite than
Jaded.
Nightwing?
Jason Todd is just jaded. Jason Todd is just like, you know what? Fuck you, Batman. Fuck you on your thoughts. Everybody deserves to die if they're a criminal. I'm gonna be the one that does it. And
And he
Batman's
does
like,
it
well, you
cold as
can't be a
fuck,
Robin
too.
that way. You can't be a Robin if you're just gonna shoot someone. He's like, well, fuck you. I'm not gonna be a Robin anymore. I'm gonna move my ass to Bloodhaven. I'm gonna be over here being a fucking outlaw, and I'm just gonna hang out with fucking Roy Harper and fuck Starfire on the side. Hey, let's do this.
Wait, so Jason Todd fucks Starfire?
Dude, Starfire is the biggest hoe. Like,
Yeah, she slept with
she
everybody.
sleeps with
All,
everybody.
all the Robins and shit?
Batman, everybody in the
No.
What do
club.
you mean she fucked
So
Batman?
Starfire stayed with she married Dick Grayson, is still married to Dick Grayson.
Okay.
Meanwhile, when she joins the Outlaws, she literally has like a three-way relationship between Jason Todd and Roy Harper. So, which is Speedy. So like she's just, and then when Roy Harper, there's actually a part in the comics where Roy Harper's like, well, aren't you with like Dick Grayson or like Jason Todd? And she's like, sex on my planet doesn't mean shit. So I mean, if I feel like doing it, I'm gonna do it. And he's like, oh well, fuck it. Hey.
God damn.
No one was like, well, we're on Earth now.
No, nobody gave a shit. They were like, this is hot ass Asian, fucking alien bitch here. She's gonna screw the shit out of me. Let's run it.
So Dick Grayson though is the one that turns into Nightwing, right?
Yes, he's Nightwing.
And that's because Batman, like, he's like, yo, I'm fucking dipping out as
well,
Robin.
he actually had a big ass fight with Batman, which caused him to leave Bruce, and he ends up leading the Teen Titans. And
Okay.
then once he goes from and in the Teen Titans, when he ends up transitioning into Nightwing, and he's also based in Bloodhaven. He doesn't stay in Gotham.
So Batman is just fucking two-cock diesel. Robin's second fiddle. Batman pretty much shifts all these motherfuckers over there. And then you're fighting like your former alter. That's such a crazy, like the writing on that shit is so good.
There's
Right,
so many stories, so
Yeah.
many different ways you can go. And that's honestly all comics. Like every single superhero comic has alternate universe timelines, a bunch of crazy stuff. Have you read Bat Metal?
No,
Oh,
I don't.
man.
Yeah, I don't read shit.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
It's awesome
You're
because
so
like
favor.
you get like you find out why everyone like obviously towards the end, but you find out like why everyone like is even scared of Batman to begin with. And he started his own legend. It's fucking crazy. I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, it's
You said
nuts.
it's called Bat Metal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
after Apocalypse kills him, but he gets displaced.
Holy shit.
Not
Yo,
Apocalypse.
and so you know
Darkseid.
how
Jesus
I will fucking read some of the comics is like they got the dudes on YouTube that'll run comic book fucking theory and shit like that. And they'll just review entire things of comic books. And I'll watch it for 45 minutes because they put it together so well. They do
Yeah.
great voice acting and shit. And I'll sit there and I'll watch by accident fucking some storyline I've never even heard of. I think I did like a Gotham Batman one time, like a fucking
No, man.
back
one
in
of the
medieval times and shit.
One of the craziest Bat Metal stories for me was when he was like, when he took over being the Green Lantern.
What the
Did
fuck?
you
You're
read that
talking about
shit?
when he broke the ring? When he got it
Yes,
to kill,
you know
yeah.
what it is that Bruce, his willpower
Yeah.
broke the will of the Green Lantern's ring. Like he was like, the Green Lantern's ring doesn't allow you to kill.
It's not supposed to.
It's not supposed to. Meanwhile, Bruce in this world is like off his marbles. The world can go die. He doesn't give a shit, and everybody has to pay for his parents' death.
Yeah, he was
So-
still a kid too, right? He wasn't
Wait,
even
what
a
the
grown
wait
man
is Bat Metal? What the fuck? This dude looks like an evil fucking villain.
Yes,
man.
yes. So there's different versions of him. The scariest one is when he gets taken over with the Joker. Like that shit was fuck everything.
The
Everyone's
Batman
gonna
who
die.
laughs.
The Batman who laughs. Yes. The crazy metal headgear that he has going on. It's crazy.
All those
It's
costumes
great.
are insane.
Yeah, I'm seeing the
What?
Batman Green Lantern combos now too, and they're fucking
Yeah, the
wild
Batman
as
Green
shit.
Lantern one was terrifying because like the whole lantern like world universe comes in to take him down and they can't. He's just like everybody's gonna die. Like
Yeah, yo, those do so well too. Like I don't know if it's because they're relatable.
oh, where was the other one? What was the other one? I forgot what it was, but it was when Alfred died and he like tried to bring him back.
I'm not sure about.
Well, Alfred got
My
back
mo-
in the Lazarus pit as well, right?
No. This was also following the Batman storyline where it was like
Yeah.
all this dark Batman stuff where like Batman was killing everybody. Like at this point, like Alfred had died and he programmed him in a way to be like kind of like how Tony has Jarvis. But it turns around that like he's like ends up going psycho and like he takes out the whole entire Justice League.
Jesus Christ.
And like he literally kills Clark Kent in front of Lois Lane and he's just like, fuck you.
Don't you like how there's multiple storylines where he does that? And, like the original where he's just like, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys fuck around, you can find out.
Exactly. You will fuck around and find out. Just so you know.
Yeah, but they came up with such good initial characters. Like just Batman in general. Great
Like,
character.
1938, right?
At the end of the day, they took one solid character. This is his core story. This is the core value. This is what makes this character. And now we're just going to sit around a round table and go, what if?
Well, I mean, you have to, right? After so much time, because it's like,
Yeah, to keep things relevant. So it's like, what if this happened? What if he was actually bad? What if the Joker was actually a female? What if they're actually his parents? Like, it's crazy. Like different storylines that come out. And it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, and then a lot of people shit on like refreshing storylines and shit like that. But it's like, if it's such a likable character, it's hard not to.
See, I like remakes only if it's done well. Because there's tons of remakes where you're just like, what did you do? Why would you change? Like, I don't mind changes to a story at all for remakes because, you know, you make the story interesting. But when you change the core values of what that character is, it just to make something new, at that point, you no longer have this character. This is no longer this character. This is now a character with this face, but not acting like themselves. So that's where, for me, it throws me off.
I think that's where, I don't know, they're like running into some problems, but on the whole, like, isn't that what everybody's intention is to write a good story? I'm pretty sure. And nobody's just like, oh, let me just throw a shitty story on this character just to make money. Now it's a possibility.
well, the issue is having people who that's not their intention, but they're like not good at writing. You know what I mean? So like they're like given all these characters in this storyline and then they just fucking run it to the ground. Like I forgot who it was that went from Marvel over to DC and they were writing for Superman and they fuck it. I don't like Superman anyway, but they ran that story into the dirt and like everyone hates that series when that guy was writing.
Wasn't that Batman versus Superman?
I honestly cannot remember.
Well, Superman to me feels more like an icon than anything else, right? So it's like the epitome of strength and power and everything.
For me, Superman is just, hey, it's Superman. Like,
Right.
For me, it's not like I'm gonna sit here and watch all of your shit and be like, Superman. For me, Superman is not that interesting because
He's
honestly,
too OP.
He's OP. Yeah, if you're God mode, for me, it's just like you're just boring now. Yeah,
Right.
sure. He has kryptonite. Kryptonite can fuck him up. He can die from kryptonite. But at the end of the day, you're God mode. That's the same reason why when you watch Dragon Ball Z, you have Goku being God mode, and Goku is not my favorite character. My favorite character to this day, no matter what they've done to him, is still Gohan.
Oh, my favorite character is Vegeta.
Yeah, Vegeta.
They're starting to give him a little bit of respect.
Yes, they're finally giving Vegeta, his clout.
A little bit. In the manga.
It is the blue balls of all characters.
Well, they fucked up because the original storyline was supposed to have Gohan as the main character. And then that's why he was so strong during the cell fights.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was probably some of the most epic fucking cinematics, the AMVs when they blew up. Every single one had Gohan and some sort of Linkin Park song to it.
Everything was true. Gohan was supposed to take over, and he was continuing to take over going into the Buu saga. And then right when he got Mystic Gohan, that's when they were like, the fans were like, oh, but Goku, oh, but we missed Goku, oh, but Goku. And then, Akira Toriyama was like, all right, fuck it, we're just going to do Goku. And we're going to, but like to downgrade Gohan as much as they did, I was just like, well, why? There was no need for you to make him like literally a pussy ass nerd.
Trunks was more of a beloved character than
Gohan. He was always dope, yeah.
Trunks was always great, but like at this point, what do we get? Because Trunks and Goten are still young. They haven't aged.
That annoys me so much.
Like we got them adult in GT, and then in GT doesn't count because GT was trash. But
Yeah.
like,
Yo, but that's my favorite transformation of all of Dragon Ball Z is Super Saiyan 4.
What the fuck?
And then
it's a cool
if
transformation. It looks
that
great.
shit
Have you
is
seen the
it
statue
looks
for-
cool, but
which
I have, like-
transformation do you like better than that? You like fucking the God transformation with just blue hair? They fucking turned into like beasts. So they had to go into the Azukara, which is a big fucking gorilla,
yeah, and, come
and then
back to normal.
transform and
Yeah.
compact it to a human form. They're just these
I
hairy
always liked
animals.
Super Saiyan 2. That was my favorite Super Saiyan. And honestly, Super Saiyan 2 doesn't exist anymore because of Akira Toriyama forgot it existed.
3, obviously, for me. Like when he went Super Saiyan 3, I remember going
With
to
no
school the
eyebrows
next
and shit.
day. Yeah,
No eyebrows.
but going to school the next day, everyone was losing their goddamn minds. Besides, like the first time he went Super Saiyan, but that was like the next big thing.
Yeah, with Super Saiyan 3, it pissed me off, right? Being a Vegeta fan. Because they did that shit so grimy, bro. They were like
they
the
backtracked
best
on him.
win that Vegeta ever had in his life. And it's like, oh yeah, I could have went Super Saiyan 3 at any moment. And it's like, dude, fuck you.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Yeah,
So bad.
and they
But
gave him the quick KO too.
You're gonna tell me that you guys didn't sit there and scream your heads off during the Tournament of Power? Like, as OP and overpowered it was, and Ultra
I'll mute that
Instinct,
then.
and you have all that shit. But let me tell you, the screaming we did watching that shit live come on every damn fucking, like, what was it, Saturdays that used to come on? Oh man, when they was fighting Jiren and it was just like the end of the Ultra Instinct, and then he ends up teaming up with Frieza. I was like, I'm done screaming. He went into
Fuck,
Super
dude.
Saiyan, original Super Saiyan with Frieza, and took his ass out. I was like, no, he did it.
So I hated the end. I hated the end of that so much.
Because fucking Android.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Android
That
is the
was so
fucking, and I was like,
fucking
yo,
random.
what the fuck, bro?
They're like, we
That-
know you're gonna vote
and then
for
it's
that,
like-
so you guys
like-
win.
I would have preferred if like Goku took him out himself, or like Frieza just turned into a piece of shit. And like I want to see like Frieza versus Android. Like there's so many things you could have just turned around with it with, and it just felt like yeah, I don't know. I loved it. The tournament arcs of any anime, I don't give a shit. They're great.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get a lot of filler episodes.
Do you
So
remember when DBZ was just actually a tournament for martial arts?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That shit
yeah.
was-
It
and that
was
shit
like-
was kick ass too.
But how fucked up was that? If you really think about it, right? The show was based upon like Goku, right? Who we all love at that time. But he was going into a tournament, beating the shit out of normal people. That's so fucked up.
And
It
never
wasn't-
beating the shit out of him too.
I mean,
Meanwhile-
barely. He
Well,
was like,
that
You
five-
remember Master
Still got
Roshi
her
was the
ass
truth,
dragged.
and Master Roshi is still the truth on other
Yeah.
planets.
Yeah.
That's how strong Master Roshi is. Is like, I think he like stepped down right that last tournament,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, he
like
didn't fight.
Goku
Yeah.
never really finally fucking beat him, or did he? He did, right, with the blue hair, but it was like a draw or a technicality that Goku lost, some shit like that. And then they went on a Piccolo, is what fucking happened.
Yo, Piccolo is strong as fuck. Don't mess with my man Piccolo.
Yeah, they don't give him any credit. He just
They
he's
really
like
don't.
a side
They've
character.
made him a glorified babysitter.
Yo, that's what it is. He's a nanny and
That's
shit. For your
Gohan's
boy
dad, bro.
Gohan.
That is Gohan's dad. That's
his
Gohan's
daddy.
real father.
And it's so funny because isn't he either like a year younger than him technically, or like 2 years older than him only? Because of when he rebirthed himself, he's not supposed to be that much older.
But
'Cause
the thing is
remember,
that he
he-
absorbed,
Oh, that's Piccolo, right?
Yeah.
but he
yeah, but-
absorbed
Like 300 years of fucking knowledge and shit through the
yeah,
old
something like
dude.
that.
Well, technically, yeah, but he recreated himself. So like age-wise, that body is like, oh, I think it's either only a couple years older than Gohan, or he might actually be like a year or two younger than him. I can't remember.
Yo, for as well as Dragon Ball Z does, it's still not even in like the because they haven't been putting out shit outside of the manga, right? Manga is still super relevant, but in
Yeah.
anime, it's not up there in the top animes. Like right now, you're talking One Piece is up there, which came out like the same time, and that's been running for fucking 38 years. Boruto, which is just an off-hash of Naruto, which Naruto was fucking epic as shit. Jujutsu Kaisen, Tokyo Revengers, My Hero Academia, Black Clover, and Saw I'm a Spider. So what?
I haven't checked out Juju Kaisen yet, but I keep seeing people lose their goddamn minds over this.
Jujutsu Kaisen's the best.
Kaizen is from what I hear, it's great. I haven't sat down to watch it, but I just keep hearing that this fucking main character ends up like getting compared to Kakashi. It's like reverse Kakashi. I don't know.
Or what's the basis of their powers? Like, what are they exactly?
Oh, so
Okay.
all of them are like they're like spirit hunters, right? They're going after demons and shit like that. The basis of their powers is they all have some innate ability to begin with, right? Anybody with an innate ability is brought to a school and learn to hone that ability, right? A lot of people die based on it because it's just such a dangerous job to do. Like all the demons are crazy and the demons are rated at different levels. Well, this one dude is just crazy strong from the beginning. He's like an OP character. And what the hell is going on?
We're going on an adventure.
Oh, shit.
The
That
Hobbit.
freaked me out with like 10 different things. Yeah, the main character is super strong to begin with. And he absorbs the strongest demon soul in the world. And his body is the only body that can hold the vessel within himself. And each time he eats the fucking demon spirit, he gets a little more infected with the demon spirit, who's the strongest demon of all time. And yeah, it's pretty crazy, bro. It's pretty much like fucking Naruto.
That's what I was just gonna say. That sounds like Naruto.
But like every show is like Naruto. You know what I mean? Every show is like Dragon Ball Z. You got a main character that's building up to be the fucking champion of something. And you have side characters.
I know in Boruto, Naruto died, right? Is he still dead?
So I'm not even there yet.
Oh,
In Boruto, I'm at like they're doing all kinds of crazy shit with it. Like it'll be fucking 3 boring episodes, and then out of nowhere, it's a kick-ass fight that everybody was fucking looking for.
right.
And then it's back to fucking like 3 boring episodes of just story filler. But that's kind of why you like it as well.
Right.
Because when you invest so much time into a certain anime, sometimes you just enjoy fucking extra story.
Well,
even if it's trash.
I don't have an issue with filler episodes because I mean, like you said, if it's an anime I'm enjoying, then I'm getting more lore in that world. And Naruto does that for almost every family in that damn village. So,
and when somebody dies, it fucking makes it that much more impactful. You're like, fuck, dude. I watched 36 worthless episodes of you making potato chips. You can't die on me, god damn it.
Exactly.
Fucking the potato chip man is dead. Fuck.
That, or like it's worse when it's like a battle's about to start and then they go into filler episodes and then the motherfucker dies after the filler episode. You're like, the fuck?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Are we in a closet? What's going on?
No. I think we're in a kitchen.
What?
It's that home ec channel. Yeah, Dragon Ball Super still is up there, right next to Demon Slayer and Mob Psycho 100.
They did a show, right, for Mob Psycho?
Yeah, the first Mob
action?
Psycho was kick ass. Oh, I didn't see the live action.
Yeah.
And then Rurouni Kenshin, I think I just turned on the other night, and it was kick ass, and I passed out because it was too late.
I have it saved. I haven't started it yet.
Oh man, it fucking the beginning scene, bro.
What was that? What were we talking
That
about?
Rurouni Kenshin, I seen that beginning scene, like the first 5 minutes, and I was like,
Wait. Did you watch the show or did you watch the movie?
oh, the movie. I didn't finish it. I just seen the first 5 minutes. It's gonna be good.
The final one is amazing. I watched that shit the other day when it came out and I was like,
Yeah.
this is beautiful. Like the
I think-
actors did a great job.
Last time we were on, you bragged about it as a guide. I'll check that shit out. But I'm fucking always watching shit as soon as I'm about to go to sleep. So sometimes it's hard to watch shit, and that beginning fight scene will make you want to watch the whole movie, and I'll probably finish that shit tonight.
No, you have to watch all of them. There's 4 movies.
I seen I think the other 2.
Yeah, the first 3 were originally on Netflix. They're not there anymore, obviously, because now the final one's out. But I don't know where you could probably watch the other ones.
Yeah,
but
you
yeah,
got the dude with the Gatling gun, and they go off the show so well too.
No, they go as close as they can to the show with minor tweaks, which was great. Like
they got the dude that's overheating with the fucking wraps and burns and shit like that. They were great fight scenes. Yeah, they did a kick-ass job.
The guy they picked for Kenshin is perfect.
He does look just like him.
Perfect. He got his attitude down. He has his dorkiness down, and the motherfucker moves. Like the one thing I loved about the last movie is that, you know, Kenshin, one thing about Kenshin is how fast he is and how many times he flips off of walls moving around trying to avoid his enemies and shit. He actually does it in this movie. And I'm just like, ah.
Well, oh yeah, even the enemies. That dude, like I only seen 5 minutes of it, and it's fucking some of the best action I've seen in a minute.
Like what made me happy was Sojiro, which was the kid that smiles. And like he's just as fast as Kenshin. And like he's always smiling. He was perfect. They did him perfectly. They're all great. They're all amazing. I can rap for days.
Secret cheap musician. Oh, and you said you were reading some comics, man. What the fuck? What have you been reading? You said Spawn, right?
Yeah, so I'm catching up on Spawn because Spawn Universe just released. And so basically he's doing basically what every other comic book company did, and he never did. It's called Spawn Universe. So it's an actual, he's building a universe now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. So the first issue that I just finished, I'm gonna film a review for it tomorrow for my first review. But basically they set up like most of the major players. And man, the villains that they have in there, man, they're just, and the new villain is sick. Like I can't even, the costumes and everything, you got to check it out. But they set up all the main characters for the start of this run, and then after this, every 2 months a new character in the universe is going to have their first issue. So the Spawn that we know, his name is King Spawn now. So King Spawn issue 1 comes out August 1st, and then after that the next Spawn character comes out, his run, and then the third one comes out in December, I believe.
Yeah, so my uncle was huge into the Spawns. He's the one that actually, the first reason I even looked at any of them. And just, yeah, the art on every single page is like some of the best art I've ever seen in my life. And it's my style of art too. And it may be because the area, like the era we grew up in, but yeah, like that 90s fucking.
Well, he keeps that sort of traditional vibe, but he like takes them to extremes, and he doesn't have anyone stopping him from showing, you know, guts spilling out of their stomach or like fucking heads exploding and shit like that, you know. And when you're dealing with demons fighting and killing people and murderers and shit, I mean, to not show that is using his words, it's ridiculous. So,
and how many different spawns is he running? Like, is there multiple different spawns, or is he using like the different
no, there's
like
a bunch
the priest
of
and the homeless dude?
So Cog is the priest dude. Oh, he's a wizard. So Cog is one of the characters who's in there. Like I said, I can't give any spoilers away, but
oh yeah. No, all right, yeah, save that for your thing then. Yeah, I was just curious because we were just talking about animation and shit. Cloak and Dagger, I remember being in Spawn heavy, but they're not even, are they Spawn related characters or?
Cloak and Dagger? No, they're Marvel.
Weren't they involved in the Spawn, or was Spawn or is that Spider-Man?
Spawn has some crossover issues, so you will see him team up with like there's Spawn Batmans. There's a couple team ups. So you probably have seen him with other characters.
Or maybe it was because he was with Spider-Man, right? I remember those shits. I'm pulling Cloak and Dagger up now. Yo, for some reason I just
check out Gunslinger Spawn. This is my new favorite character.
What the fuck? This nigga looks like a magician.
Who?
Gunslinger Spawn.
He's dope. He's like my new favorite character. Medieval Spawn, he's part of the series, and She Spawn is going to be one of the other major characters. Medieval Spawn's pretty dope. He's like all armored out and shit. And obviously all the characters are they all have similar costumes for the most part because they're all Hellspawn. but they all have their own thing going on, right? So you have Gunslinger, who obviously uses like a pistol. I believe he uses a rifle also, pistol and a rifle. Then we have Medieval Spawn, who has this big ass fucking sword. And then you have King Spawn, who is sort of like an amalgamation of the characters. Like he mostly uses his symbiote suit and
Machine
machine guns, and yeah. But he can pretty much he's sort of he can use whatever. Like we never really see him focused on one thing, although he does always have like big ass machine guns.
Yeah, I'm seeing on some of the images now. Yeah, shit is just cool.
Yeah,
it's like
dope
that's
too.
like a vibe that is like nothing like this is even out right now. If you
never
just
has, never will be.
I felt like the Batman animated series in the 90s had similar as you could get to Spawn, and then some of the Spider-Mans like during that time period with Venom and Carnage.
Yeah,
reminded me a lot of Spawn. And I think that's why I was saying Cloak and Dagger is I think I played a video game back in the day that had Cloak and Dagger pop out, and it just gave me real big Spawn vibes.
Have you seen the Spawn HBO series from the 90s?
Yeah, I watched it. I haven't watched it in a minute. I watched that way back.
You got to go back and watch
Probably
it. Probably
2011 is the last time I watched it.
Yeah, like
fucking was 10 years ago.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah, no, time fucking flies. And I just remember just chilling out, and I'm pretty sure I spammed through the entire thing. Yeah, he's a kick-ass character.
Have you checked out? So, I don't know if there's. No, I can't say anything.
Yeah,
you got to check it out, man.
We got to just move off of this subject because you're gonna spoil everything. You got a lot saved up that you're trying to release, and you're like, oh fuck, no, don't do it. It's when she's like, not yet, don't come, and you're like, oh, I'm trying not to.
And then
you do, yeah. And you're like, hey, my bad. Maybe we can try again. Very nice.
Now I'm like, I hope he comes out here with food.
What?
Yeah, just hyped on that fucking that Spawn train, bro. It's got you fucking.
All I got, here's my food wars.
Oh,
fucking food wars.
I could smell it through the screen.
Yo, facts.
The seasoning, the dashes.
It was crazy.
It is unbelievable.
Food wars was crazy. But it was like so obscenely crazy, but it still like kept you entertained. Yeah.
So I feel like the first season did a great job. And then I think they like toned down the sexualness of it and tried to make it more about like the battle of the cooks. And then I kind of fell off at that point.
Of course.
Yeah. But a great anime with a lot of sexual innuendos is Prison High School.
I never watched it.
Yeah.
Really, really old. And you mentioned like a great anime that has a lot of sexual innuendos, and I just immediately think of Ikitosen.
Ikitosen. Oh, yeah. That's just fucking people being beat half to death. Every single chick's titties are going to pop out. And she's literally going to have like one piece of clothing covering a nipple and a vagina shot.
A nipple.
Yeah. And then so like you can't see the nipple ever, but the huge tits are bouncing everywhere. And she's just bleeding like out on the fucking side of a curb. And then, and then people will leave her on the side of the road for a day because they're fighting somewhere else. And then they'll come over, pick her up, bring her back to the house, give her some water and like a bowl of fucking ramen. And then they'll be like, let's go back and fight again. And then they power her up like twice after that bowl. It is fucking crazy. And it did like 5 seasons of that shit. But that's like what I grew up on. So if there's not like
Ikitosen was originally just Ikitosen. And then after that, it came out with like 6 or 4 seasons of like Battle Vixens.
I didn't see any. I thought it was like fucking Dragon Destiny or fucking.
Yeah, Ikitosen, Dragon Destiny, Ikitosen, Battle Vixens. It was crazy. But Tenjo Tenge was another good one. Tenjo Tenge actually was really short. It was like only 1 season, and I think it had like 20 something episodes. But after that, it was like read the manga, and I was like,
is Tochio Tengen the one with the boy in the house and he's got cat girls around him and fucking spaceships?
That's Tenchi.
Tenchi Muyo, right?
That's Tenchi Muyo. Yeah.
Tenchi Muyo in Tokyo or
They're
something like that.
remaking Tenchi, and I'm not okay with how they remade Ryoko.
Yo, what the fuck did you just say? Tugyo Tensen?
What? Oh, Tenjo Tenge.
How
I'm
the
gonna
fuck
have
do you
a
spell
stroke, bro. That's
No,
all I'm
just
hearing.
trying
Every
to do
word
these
is
names?
like I can't even repeat it. It's just
that? Tenjio Tenge.
Tenjo Tenge.
Oh, geez. Yo, the first image of this. It's got some chick with a samurai sword squatting over with her underwear showing. And then like two badass dudes standing behind her with a bat and fucking cloaks and chains.
Bob
And shit.
Mikihara was like the best character.
isn't it weird how like pervy Japanese people are?
No,
What do you
'Cause
mean
we-
no?
we bombed them with fucking nukes, right?
Oh my god, stop.
Oh, so after we bombed them with nukes, they had no way to get a lot of their fucking media. So they had to go to print because they were rebuilding fucking a society from scratch after we fucked their shit up like that. And then you have a lot of like fucked up, scared, like sheltered people from like going from like this communist fucking shithole where they wanted to start wars with the rest of the world to like fixing themselves and making themselves better. And it's like, shit, dude, we got nothing else. Let's just be horny. I don't know if that's the reason that it happened.
I'm
but-
like that doesn't sound accurate at all.
I'm pretty sure that it being the only media outlet they could, they did everything in there. They do comedy through fucking manga, they do sexual fucking pervasion through manga, and they do everything else. And like, I don't know, dude, like me, yo, I like a little sex in all my stories. Like fucking all the good stories that I like have a little sex in them. So
well,
my
because
favorite,
then it becomes realistic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, especially as you got older, right? Like, as we get older, like, when you're having stories with, especially a lot of main characters and different relationships going on, to not have like anything like that going on or even expressed is just unrealistic, right? So, and
Well,
sex sells, right? That's
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that and it's just fucking, it's like the peak victory. You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking main character gets laid, and you're like, yes, finally. Like when Naruto smashed Hinata and had kids, you were like, yo, living happily ever after. Finally, bro. That was better than being Hokage. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Hokage is okay, but you know what I mean? Getting a wife and having a family, that's even better.
That dude's still at work all day.
Yeah, I mean, he don't give a fuck. But he's got his clone jutsus running a train on, you know what I mean? Hinata at the house.
And now that you mention that, she did luck out.
Yeah, she's like,
They're shadow clones.
he's like, yo, my recovery has enhanced. Oh, yeah, you know who was real upset about that? Sasuke, bro. That fucking cunt bitch. She's
Well-
like, I mean, Sakura.
Sakura, yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
my bad.
He's
Sasuke's
not
the
baby
dude.
Sakura out of this.
She's been angry since episode 1. So I mean,
Well, she
Sakura?
should have. If she would have got with Naruto, she would have been the happiest.
I'm
No,
always drawing with Kakashi. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but you still don't like
That's what I do. I do like that.
she's like the happiest single mom of all time. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, every time I talk about her, you roast her. Until she got Tsunade's power.
Okay, yeah, I roasted her ass until she got fucking strong. After that, I was like, all right, bitch, now you earned your keep. Now shut the fuck up.
Yeah, happiest
She-
single mom in anime history.
and she still
Or-
gets no respect.
Yeah, I mean, who is worse, like Chi-Chi's situation or Sakura's situation?
I'm sorry, I think
Sakura.
Chi-Chi, bro.
What?
I'm sorry. Chi-Chi got fucked. Chi-Chi's like, yo, here, produce some kids for me. Bitch, I'm out.
Yeah.
You don't see me ever.
Yo, you think Piccolo hit though? Like, why he's at the house all the time?
Might as well be the one that's actually,
Yeah.
you know, producing kids over here because Goku ain't shit.
He can extend any part of his body. That's probably his greatest asset.
And he's like, hey, look at this egg.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we were talking about furries before, dude. They have like a dragon egg community or some shit like that.
What the
Where like they sell like sex eggs. I seen
yeah.
and like I seen them shit sold at an anime convention I went to. They sold like sex eggs, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Who approved this
Yeah.
kiosk?
Cough, cough, bad dragon.
Yeah.
Damn, is there any single moms that have it
Those
worse
are
than those
expensive,
two
by the
chicks?
way.
Are expensive.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Do you know what a bad dragon is, Mike?
No.
You're about to find out.
Yeah, I'm saying like this alien eggs, I guess is the thing that
Yeah,
these
and
people use.
they have like a tube that they like.
That's what I'm seeing right now. What the fuck is that? That's a thing.
Hide and seek, bro. You'll never find them on Easter.
Jesus Christ.
So Kenshin aside, my next favorite like samurai show is definitely Samurai Champloo.
Afro Samurai all
Samurai
day.
Champloo.
Afro Samurai was great, but it's
It
actually the
was
same studio that
amazing.
produced Samurai Champloo, so it's all good to me.
So Samurai Champloo was a good show, and it turned into like one of the best shows on the last 3 episodes.
Okay,
Because-
I got real upset at the last episode because I was like, bitch, we just got all this shit. You guys are just gonna walk separate ways. Like, I hate all of you.
But so you didn't like that? I loved it because it was like
it
they
was
kind of like mellowly made it through the whole thing. Like it was an average story to okay story, and it all just like came together so well at the end. And those last 3 episodes were like they're fighting for their fucking lives, and you see how technically great they are after they're trying to be assassinated, and you're like, yo, everybody's pitching in to fucking help out. And then they're like, yo, we did our fucking mission. We're gone. We're the coldest niggas of all time.
And I'm happy with that. Like if having a mediocre beginning season and middle, and then having an amazing end to the show. Because how often do you get the opposite, right? Where you have like a great beginning and a great middle, and then the show takes a shit.
Well, I mean, what was awesome, like a show that did that really good, a great ending and a terrible beginning and middle was Game of Thrones. Like that ending is one of the best endings I've ever seen in a TV show. And the beginning
But
and
that's
middle were
his fault.
terrible.
This lazy fuck isn't writing anything.
I was being sarcastic, by the way. Yeah, that ending was so fucking trash, bro. I was disgusted.
Oh,
That caught me by surprise. Did any of you guys watch Invincible?
I'm
Invincible.
actually
Is that the
that
cartoon?
is- yeah.
On
Yeah,
Amazon?
It's
Yeah.
actually fucking good.
where they're fucking each other up. Yo, that dad, that's one of my favorite fucking heroes of all time,
He
man.
doesn't give a fuck.
Yo, that shit was good. I still got the eggs on my screen. It's just freaking me out, bro. What the fuck?
And
And I
he's
got-
so like blunt about just pathetic. Like he
No.
doesn't care at all.
Yo, but
Like,
there's
don't
like a
understand,
reason
let me make
for
you
it.
understand.
And they did a good job building him though. It's like it makes sense for his character too. Like that whole story, I thought it was gonna be disgusted. I thought they were gonna push like fucking propaganda in that show and shit, and it was just a well-written story, solid fucking thing. And the dude that writes it hates superheroes.
It's Kirkman. It's the guy who made The Walking Dead.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Image, bro.
Walking Dead was fucking kick ass too.
He's a great comic book writer. He's a great storyteller.
Yeah, he's just
He's
great
just
at
a little
everything.
shit when it comes to making things go live. Like he got real mad at The Walking Dead because more people were more interested in Daryl than Rick, and that's when he just said, "Fuck it, do whatever the fuck you want him out."
And that's what they did
Daryl
after season
was such
2,
a good
right?
character though. Hideo Kojima came out and made a whole game around Daryl
Yeah. They did.
as a postman.
Here, that's trending.
Yeah. Which I've never played. I'm just fucking all for the reviews that I've seen. I will play it one day. Hideo Kojima.
I don't like him.
motherfucker-
All he did was look at everybody and go, "All of y'all are drooling over Norman Reedus right now." Bank.
Yeah. Yo, but he does like the smallest details in games that fucking his storytelling is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
The OG Silent Hill games are still one of my favorite games.
Oh, there's a new one coming out. I'm so
Is there?
happy. Yeah, they announced it finally. It's just like they haven't started anything yet. They just announced that they're going to do it.
20 years later, Silent Hill 2 still a disorienting masterpiece.
Both of them, man. People always talk about Resident Evil, like, oh, you remember Resident Evil 2? It was so crazy. I'm like, bro, did you play Silent Hill? 'Cause
Silent
that
Hill
show's
comes to a
terri-
mental.
It was terrifying. You don't ever want to hear a radio cut on in any place where it was off. You don't ever want to hear that noise.
You never wanted to hear the siren go off. You never wanted to see fog. You got PTSD to this day. To this day, you will see fog come out. You're outside your house, and you're still gonna go, "Yo, it's Silent Hill right now." I'm going inside.
Yeah, everybody. Silent.
Well, I think Resident Evil just did great stories though, right? So
Consistency,
it's-
yeah.
Resident
it's
Evil was all about puzzles.
And
Yeah.
action. It's
action.
it's like more action based.
So,
It's not
well, they
as
became more
terrifying.
action based actually at 4. 4 is when it just went. We're going into action.
And I fucking loved it.
I fucking hate 5 and 6. Those things can suck
Yo,
my
so
That
dick.
was all right.
did you ever play 5 with somebody? So I played with my
Yeah,
brother.
I played with
and
the
we
vet,
had
and I was like,
a
"This is an arcade
blast.
game."
Well, that's what I felt like. I felt like in an arcade game, it's one of them fucking buy it.
But
Play
that's not
it.
a Resident Evil game.
To me, it is.
To me, it
Right?
was.
Because four was the first one I played, and that was a goddamn fucking
Code
crazy.
Veronica is my favorite.
Story wise, Resident Evil was Resident Evil for me all the way through until the last 2 games. These last 2 games, 7 and 8 for me, they're great by themselves. Like they're great games to play, but I just don't. I'm not seeing you. Shut up! You don't even play Resident Evil. Sit the fuck up. Sit down. You have not even played the games.
He's like, she's never happy with anything.
Yeah, you
My
said
boyfriend, likes to put in, my boyfriend likes to put in his 2 cents into everything, and I'm just looking at him like you're a little fucking asshole because he's never played Resident Evil.
So the last 2, one of the best experiences I had recently with a video game is Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Biohazard, right?
Same.
Yeah,
I haven't played the last 2.
Biohazard, and it fucking wait, what's it fucking? No, I don't think it was it Resident Evil 7?
I think it was just Resident Evil 7.
Oh, it was called Biohazard.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
suck
fuck.
my dick. The fuck?
Yeah, no, you for some reason that doesn't attach because it really didn't feel like.
I haven't even
Biohazard
played
to
the
me.
game.
Japanese version of Resident Evil isn't called Resident Evil, it's just called Biohazard.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
really?
feels like it felt like fucking. You ever see House of a Thousand Corpses? Is
Yeah.
that the Rob Zombie movies and shit?
Yeah. I
It
love
felt
all
like
his movies.
if
by
a
the way.
Rob Zombie movie was a video game, it would be Resident Evil 7. And doing that shit in VR was crazy as fuck. And like the dude's fucking creeping through the windows, you're getting drug around looking, dude, it was nuts.
Infinite
And-
Darkness comes out on the 8th on Netflix.
Which is what?
the one we watched,
the trailer that we watched.
Yeah.
That shit was kick ass.
By the
Yeah.
way, when I was uploading that, I got a copyright thing, like from Netflix, but it was like, we're gonna let you use the trailer so that we can collect statistics. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's cool.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, all right. I mean, it was nice seeing that. Like, it caught it immediately, but it was like they're gonna let you use it because they want the data. And I was like,
Yeah,
all right.
so does that freak you out with how good they are with algorithms and shit?
That it wasn't even on the internet yet, and it was like,
And they were like, "Yo, we got you, bitch."
yeah,
We see what you're trying to post.
yeah. But at the same time, how nice is that? That like you can
Yeah,
just
they let
do
you-
that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
in
I
a
mean,
way
it-
for them, it's free advertising.
Promotion. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, they're not paying for it.
Well, as long as we said good things about it and we all fucking jizzed our pants over it, so
I mean, I haven't really seen a bad Resident Evil animation for the most part.
All of them have been great. All the
Yeah.
movies have
Yeah. It's not like too much. They're not too long. They're not too short. It's like the right amount for
It's
what the
about-
story is giving.
right. It like gives you a good beginning to end. Like you don't have anything where you're kind of like, what's going on now?
There's no dips. There's no dips in the like vibe of the movie.
Yeah.
It's just it's
I'm really curious about what's gonna happen in the show because okay, the show takes place in between. I think it takes place right before Resident Evil 6 and a little bit after 5. So it's like right in between
right.
as far as timeline goes. So
right
I'm-
before 5, so right after Africa, blowing shit up, and then 6 was
it's
I
before
just remember the movie. What the fuck was Resident Evil 6?
the show is going to be before 6 because right now the president is still President Graham, and that's who he went to go save his daughter in Resident Evil 4.
I don't think I played Resident Evil 6. How did I skip a Resident Evil?
That one was like this weird, like the big bad was like weird.
Oh, wait. Okay, so they ran it kind of like Resident Evil 5, right? Then there's this big ass castle level that you got to run through. And then one person's going on one side, the other person's on the other side, and you're fucking scraping through
Play
it.
4 campaigns in Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
You play Leon and I think her name is Helena. It's Leon and Helena. Then there's Ada by herself. Then there's Jake and Sherry, and then there's Chris and Pierce. I was not expecting them to come out with a Wesker child, but I actually liked his character. So it was great. You need help?
It's nice when you see it like a main villain like that get a continuation, especially like as a kid, right? Like they get a kid in the series, you're like, oh shit, because you know that person's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, he's a mercenary. He's a mercenary. You have this on backwards again. Yeah.
6.
It was already like that.
Yeah, but you can see it.
But I didn't even take
No, yeah, I'm just taking a peek at this real quick to see what the trailer looks like. Because this might have been one that I started at the very beginning of. I tried a trailer and just never played it after that.
For 6.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then 5, I remember ending at a fucking volcano and shit like that. 7 was kick ass. 8, I didn't play yet, but I seen those titties and I definitely got to jump in that game.
The whole world saw them, bro.
Yeah.
That's all everyone's talking about. But apparently the game is, from what I've seen, it's like mediocre, is what I keep seeing. Is a lot of people are like,
Wait, what?
The Village.
Village was all right. Like I watched the walkthrough. I didn't actually play Village this time around. And like it was whatever. For me, like again, it had nothing to do with Resident Evil aside from having Chris in it.
Yeah, Resident Evil 6 never fucking finished. I played that demo. I played a demo for that, and I didn't like the vibe on it, so I just never got it. But Resident Evil 5, I liked. Resident Evil 4, I thought was like one of the greatest games I've ever played to this day.
If you ever get to play 6, yeah, definitely play Chris and Pierce's story and Jake and Sherry's. Like they're like the only thing that mattered to me in that game.
And then yeah, as far as video games,
Or even hell, don't even play it. Just watch the walkthrough. You'll get everything from it.
you guys, what you can call it, fuck with any video games right now, or
No, I don't really have time to play games anymore.
I'm playing Outer Worlds right now.
is that good?
You play you played Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically like a Skyrim, but in space. So I'm really enjoying it, and they just announced at E3 that they're doing a second one. So it's dope. It's dope because you can I actually have 2 save files going on at once. So you have a ship and you basically accumulate crew members. You don't have to though. So I have one where I have all the crew members, and then I have a solo campaign running.
That's kick. Oh, this one I seen a speed run of this, and that shit was incredible. Yeah, that shit looked kick ass, man.
It's fun. The dialogue, normally the dialogue is like whatever in a game for the most part, if it's not like a legit RPG. But all the dialogue for every character in this game it's so intriguing. All of it. Like you like listening to all of their conversations is great.
Yeah, and if you can't spell and you type OTTER, Otter Worlds will pop out, and otters on the front cover of Outer Worlds will show everything. And they have memes galore on otters being fucking
Nice.
legit as fuck.
So let's talk about this piece. What did you have commissioned here, sir?
Oh yeah. So I was just running the whatever my original image was, just animated, and I figured that'd be pretty kick ass. And just run it from there, right? Like a lot of people have costumes or personas or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And the reason, I don't drink as much as I was drinking for a minute there because I'm fucking cutting weight and getting in shape and shit like that. So it's just hard to drink. But
How's that been going, by the way?
oh, it's fine. I gained 12 pounds over the last 4 days, which is no big deal because I lost 7 today. Fucking just running. I did like fucking 2.5 miles. Like, yeah, my body's good to fucking shed weight and gain weight now.
Right.
And like I'm getting to where I'm stronger and I'm feeling more comfortable. So I was 191 last week. I was 207 this morning. I was 201 last time I weighed myself on a scale. Now I'm drinking a Diet Mountain Dew.
A Diet Mountain Dew.
So the fucking fluctuation in weight is so retarded, right? Is that healthy? I think it's perfectly fine.
No,
Like,
it's not healthy at all. It's very bad.
No. Everybody knows their own body, right? Because you have to account for like refeeding and stuff like that, right? So how much will I lose a day? About 2 pounds a day, just because I lose 7 pounds for the day.
Well,
I usually eat one meal a day. I do about 2 pounds for dinner, whatever the dinner I'm eating is.
mhm.
Like some lettuce, some meat, some shit like that. And then I'll usually do like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of fluids, right? So that's 4 pounds right there. And that immediately tacks onto your body. So you lose like 2 pounds on a day, you sleep, and then it fucking regulates itself.
Right, but you said so. Yeah, normally a person will fluctuate anywhere from like 3 to like 7 pounds on like a normal day. That's like normal people, right? They wake up, especially depending on their diet, right? If they have like if their diet causes a lot of inflammation, then and water retention and the amount of sodium in their body. So a lot depends on it. So I guess yeah, if you've been working out and you're running, depending on, but it still shouldn't be swinging that much. You said 12 pounds.
So yeah, part of it is I was cutting weight with old boy last week.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm cutting weight with him. So I get the 191. Really, where my natural weight sits is 197, probably about right. And then I'll go up to 200, 201, and I'll go to like 195, 194. Right. And I'll do a swing up and down in that direction. But I'm slowly like working my way downwards from there. So like I'm at a comfortable weight now, but what I want to get to is I think I'm going to cut all the way to 180 and just be a real skinny ass nigga and need all new clothes and shit. But it's more for because the training that I do is more aerobic based than it is fucking strength based. So how well can you carry your own body weight, right? Running long distances, doing pull-ups, push-ups, crunches. It's easier to do with a smaller body than fucking lifting shit.
Well, yeah, and the military has always been endurance based. It's a completely different because it comes down to survival. So you need to be able to last as long as possible with some type of muscular endurance on top of that. So,
well, the Air Force just put introduced walking into their PT program. I'm pretty sure. Let me see what the.
So the Air Force. So
PT.
the thing, whenever we took like people bring up the Air Force, it's like, and what is it? The Air Force and the Navy, right? Their basic training is like nothing, right? For the most part, compared to the other ones. But at the same time, they're not. So like the Air Force, you're fighting people with a vehicle. So like, it doesn't fucking matter how many pull-ups you can do at the end of the day.
No. Yeah, and I understand that. And I'm not going to disagree with that either. And I think, right, they're a cerebral branch of the military, and I have no issue with them making an adjustment like that. But it's good when you're in different branches. Like it's good to just pick on other people and laugh at them and
we have that tribal mentality.
Inefficiency, So it's like it's good to poke fun at, but
there has to be competition, or else like no. The thing is, like competition always pushes everyone to do better at some point, right? So everyone talking shit about each other in a friendly environment, you're gonna get that push regardless of what the end goal is, right? Like for the Air Force, they're, like I said, they're in fucking jets and they're fighting people with vehicles. So, but they're still gonna get that push because people are talking shit.
No, and then so here's where we're moving away from a one size fits all model, right? And that shit makes sense to me because they still have like paratroopers and shit like that, special forces, where those motherfuckers are more cock diesel than fucking, you know what I mean, like most Marines. Your special forces branch of any branch is gonna fucking rip through things, right? You hear about Navy SEALs in the Navy, you hear about fucking recon and fucking the Marine Corps, Green Beret, fucking Rangers, all that shit is just. It's a different level of PT that's expected, and the Air Force is still doing that. So you want to go to a special forces thing, you're not going to walk the PT, motherfucker. Right. You're going to do what you have to do to maintain it, but it don't make sense for every job. If you're kicking boxes all day, right, and you're still doing a fucking solid job at your thing, why are we going to force you to fucking run and destroy your knees? And I think that's what they're thinking is like, people are getting their knees destroyed just running aimlessly. Fucking, we run 3 miles once a year, every year, but to stay in shape for that, you want to run 5-6 miles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
I don't feel like you're making his forehead big enough.
Yeah, you could do a bigger forehead. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm trying to look as attractive as possible. So if it needs to stay small, keep it small. Unless you put a big dick on it.
Oh my God.
You should do that. Like, give them the piccolo antennas, but make them dicks.
My God.
Because that'll fit like his personality perfectly.
50.
I was going off the picture he sent me. It was a reference picture, but hey, you want a bigger fart? I got you.
No. Yo, I like the reference picture. Yo, don't listen to this guy.
So, sir,
A 1.5 mile run
it's been like
or a
2
3
weeks.
mile walk.
Where's your Sunday video at?
Oh yeah. I haven't done a single one yet.
You're fucking out of control.
Yeah, so you want to say 2 weeks? Oh, so what I did was I was supposed to link up with my buddy. He just was unable to get around to it.
Yeah.
But I've slammed every fucking anime down there. So I'm up to date on every single relevant anime that's out right now.
So you've just been like info collecting and shit.
Yeah, just watching every anime that's out on the market right now. Just building a resume, watching other people's shit. And I gotta find other motherfuckers that are talking about just anime in general and see what they're talking about. But I'm obviously a little more perverted, so that's my fucking where I sit with mine is like, what's my style? Just push it out on people like that. So, I'll have one coming up here soon.
Yeah, I mean, and that goes back to like when we had Kadima and we were talking like that's your style. So like, people are going to come watch because that's what they want to see, right? The people who are watching want to see that. So that's your thing. So
Well,
you got to stick to that.
Some dude I've been watching right now is fucking killing it right now is Asmund Gold.
Mm-hmm.
He's a World of Warcraft player and he just switched over to Final Fantasy 14, right? And I'm huge into anime and shit, and Final Fantasy is in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Never really got into the MMO, but
Me either. And 15 was garbage.
He blew up. I liked it for what the fuck it was. It was another Final Fantasy game.
It was not a Final Fantasy game because you could walk through that bitch with your eyes closed.
Well, so they did do add-ons after, right?
Yeah,
And
I don't care about that.
It was a little too late, but that's what like Final Fantasy people are into. Like, let me fight this fucking level 99 monster for 16 hours straight,
and then though,
use
every
not
heal 2 months later.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. It was okay, and I thought the storyline fucking dropped the ball. Like when I did a time skip,
they had a great beginning.
Oh, I thought the beginning was awesome.
Yeah,
and then a time skip just kind of like was trash.
They skipped right through that bitch, and like we came back, and like that's it. We were just back, and we went and handled our shit from there. But like, damn, what about all that in between time and shit? Like, yeah.
It's a lot. So what I figured I would do is I just put out like a shitload of videos in one fucking day. Is just sit here and get fucking wasted and run a shitload of videos through. Right, like getting on here, just chatting it up, talking about things and whatnot is pretty easy, but just trying to develop fucking screen captures, screen grabs, things like that. I'm not well in depth with that.
Right.
So just adding things to the video is different. And I think previous videos that I've done, when I've added the images in there, it was stolen from other people's videos without really giving them credit for it. So yeah, it was like because it's from the anime, right? Yeah. And all they did was take cut scenes. So I just took it from a YouTube video, used like a download an app.
Yeah, converted.
And then ran it on mine. And then I was like, it's no harm, no foul. Given you cut it.
Yeah, it's not theirs either. They did the same thing you did, just from they did a little bit more work than you.
And then, so I just did the lazier route. And that's another issue. Like I'm being 100%. Just being a lazy motherfucker is not easy.
So it's weird because I like being lazy, right? But once I start like getting like you see like once like especially like all like the couple times that we've come back to the writing groups, you see like you guys see. Like once I start getting going, I'm like, I get annoying with it.
So I think you're engaged and you're locked in, right? And you're motivated. Right. And just keep that fucking pace up, right? Because you're pushing everybody else to do better. And then if people are failing you got to just straight up tell them. Like for me, like, stop being fucking a bitch and do your shit.
Right.
Right. And I've been doing little work, but is it enough? Right. I should not be satisfied with the work that I put in so far.
Right. Well, especially like I'm just gonna dig into you for a minute, but have you checked the OneNote yet? Have you been through have you checked your folder and see all the things that I've broken down? Like
I'm on OneNote right now.
All right.
Actually, as we speak, because you said get on there. So OneNote.com.
OneNote is an app.
Oh, for your phone?
It's for the computer and the phone, but I use it on the computer.
That's what I'm using on the computer. Looks like I already have a password saved in here. Confirm.
But that's your email, right?
Yeah. How do I open this shit up?
So you have to go to the add account, go to the options and add account.
Top right corner.
Yeah.
New tab, new window, new and private.
No, you're in your browser.
Yeah.
No, you need to be on the app or go to the fucking options on the website.
Yeah,
Not
this is
your
a
browser
fucking struggle.
options.
Oh yeah, I see that. Outlook, People, Calendar, OneDrive.
Yeah. So you need to add an account. And then I sent you our production company's sign in. And there's a folder for your for Genetico in there. And it has
Damn.
your characters broke down. It has lists that you need to fill out for those characters. It has tabs where you can fill out their abilities. There's a plot and summary section. There's a timeline section, an overall timeline section. I've made like 50, like 20 of these folders, not 50, but I've made like legit like 20 folders for each of them though, not just for that one.
Yeah, and as we speak, you know what I mean? I'm just over here just researching and doing the best I goddamn can.
Mhm. And you got to check out the World Builders workbook in there because it has everything broken down for you. Oh, food's here.
God damn, dude. Winner, chicken dinner.
Thank you. You want to say hi?
Hola, senorita.
Need a refill?
She's working on mics right now.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, it looks just like him.
Damn,
Oh my
dude.
God, it does.
It does, right? That's crazy.
Yo, if
You
it
are
didn't,
so good.
I don't know if that would be good or bad.
You don't know if it's good or bad?
Wow.
No. If it didn't look like me, I don't know if that would be good or bad. Being as it looks like me, it's fucking epic as fuck.
Will you be able to?
I've been on it.
Okay, good. I can turn it off.
I got a strawberry shortcake for $12.
Oh, dope. I couldn't hear anything. By the way, if you guys keep seeing me look down, Kathy knows already, but I was on a live auction for comic books. So that's why I was constantly looking down. So I have no idea if they were actually like, I don't know
Yeah,
what they
they
were
put-
saying.
they put us
Oh,
together.
okay.
Yeah.
Or like, did they pull my, okay. So yeah, I'm in the process of collecting all those Spawn comic books. And so I want a complete
you.
run of Spawn and Wolverine. Those are the only two that I want like a complete run of.
I got 2 spawns.
From start to finish.
Nice. Yeah, from start to finish. So that's basically what I've been doing lately. And like once in a while, like they had a Teen Titans Pride Month issue, and it was strictly made for Pride. Like you can't get it any other time. And it's the Teen Titans building with a huge Pride flag hanging off of it. So
Yeah, that
like,
sounds gay.
The variant?
yeah, it is. It's really gay. That's the point.
Like actually gay. Yeah. Yo, is gay a slur anymore, or is that like good
I think
now?
it depends on context, just like anything. It depends on context. Because I know I've never been weird about saying the word gay, even around my gay friends. Like even they say it, they'll be like, bro, that's gay.
Yeah,
It depends on context. Like if you're doing it maliciously or to be an asshole, then obviously, you know, it's not going to be cool. Yeah.
I mean, it just depends.
On
If it was hilarious or not. Like, you know how I know you're gay? Because you're eating that bowl of rice.
I'm not eating rice.
You know how I know you're gay? Because you're not eating rice. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
it comes
man.
back to context.
Here comes the fun part.
Dun,
Color.
dun, dun. Uh-oh.
God damn.
She's so fast, man. You're so fast. It's stupid.
Like every time I get told that, like nobody's happy.
It's not a
except for
compliment,
me.
right? Yeah.
It's like it's so fast.
You know what you should get?
Huh.
You should get like a little shitty #1 trophy, like first place, and
Mm.
keep it like in your room so that whenever you do have someone over and you disappoint them, you can like pull that out. So when they turn around, because I'm assuming they're not looking at you, you could be like, I'm the winner.
Well, I would like one in my bathroom too. So whenever I take a shit, right, I always feel victorious after a nice shit. Is that I can stand up, a bidet on my toilet, of course. I'm not a fucking heathen, and clean my bunhole. Have a little fucking musical thing, like a cymbal, like, and then hold that trophy up high.
Oh, like the
Victory fanfare.
what?
The victory fanfare from Final Fantasy.
That's what I was just gonna say at the
But-
end of Final Fantasy, the victory, the song. It's so iconic.
I was also thinking of Rick and Morty. He had the shitter that looked out into the ocean and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Or he had a waterfall.
It was like an alternate dimension.
Yeah, and he devised a fucking big celebration for this guy,
Oh, yeah.
and he had to go use his own shitter because the guy didn't use it.
Yeah. I haven't started the new season.
Oh, that first episode had me crying.
It was Narnia, right? Narnia
I-
themed.
No, yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck broke that down, but that makes sense. But it
The
was like,
episode is called Morty and Narnia or some shit like that.
and it was kind of like a Narnia, but it's a fucking Rick and Morty version.
Yeah,
of it, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Which is why it's amazing. I love how
Yeah.
they touch base on Marvel, DC, everything.
But yeah, they kind of have like this gay Aquaman character
Mm-hmm.
the entire time harassing everybody, and it's fucking one of the funniest. At that show, my friend got me into it. I was not entertained at first, and
Really?
yeah, that shit. After
Is
I
it
watched
t-
3 episodes, I lost it and I had to watch every single season.
I loved the show from start, like from the first episode that I watched. What got me
Yeah,
was in season 1, because the whole show is obviously it's very intellectual if you're paying attention. And that's sort of the humor of it, right? Is you have to be like intellectually in depth with the show to really understand it and get the jokes. Otherwise, you're just getting that like surface jokes where it's like people are laughing, but they don't really know why they're laughing. You know what I mean?
no, yeah, I get it.
But the show, you know, you have that like comedic sort of a chaotic atmosphere the whole time, and then you get to that one episode in season 1 where they end up going to a different reality and having to bury themselves, and the show takes a completely, like, that episode is crazy because you're like, it's really fucked up, and you really like when Morty is like, you know, he's like having a mental breakdown and you're right there with him because you're like thinking about it, like, damn, this is really fucking crazy. And it's nice that you have that contrast in the show where it's chaotic and it's fun and it's humorous, but then there's some parts where you're like, whoa, like this shit is crazy, like legit.
Now, yeah, the episode that got me into it was his his daughter's, what the fuck would it be, granddaughter, right?
Yeah.
Had a boyfriend, or had a friend that was a boy, and took him into like one of the warp areas and
Mhm.
left him in there by accident. They were like, let's play hide and seek. She got bored and left.
Yeah.
And they showed up like 30 years later, and he was having sex with like the creatures that were there and eating his babies. And after I watched that episode, I thought it was like the funniest shit in the world because it was so sick and twisted. But it was like the only way the dude could have survived is to have sex with these creatures.
And
Or-
then eat the children.
Yeah, or he could have ate the shit that was next to him, but he decided to.
Protein.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was too much, man.
Speaking of protein, I don't know why this just popped into my head, but like I've been seeing, like, it was becoming normal obviously over the past couple of years, but like now I'm seeing like everyone that was like that I went to school with, or like around my age, getting on TRT. I posted about this the other day. I'm like, damn, bro, like,
Testosterone.
yeah, like testosterone replacement therapy. And I'm starting to really feel like the little guy now because like everyone's fucking jacked. I'm like, where the fuck did these motherfuckers come from?
Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly
Literally,
what it
the
was.
fucking reason I wanted to try testosterone is Joe Rogan's podcast, right?
Mhm.
Yo, because he sits down.
Why
and he-
haven't you gotten it? You're in the
What?
military, bro. Your insurance is gonna pay for it.
No, yeah, I'm gonna jump on it. Because I wanted to. Where can I get on my own first? Right
No,
before I
go to your
fucking add that
doctor.
shit to it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. So I got an ego.
Oh, you
My
mean
ego
like
is holding me back.
you want to
It's
do
like,
it yourself, right?
what the fuck can I do on my own
Fuck
before I
that.
fucking use supplements and shit like that? But the benefits I think far outweigh it. And,
yeah, your emotions, your mentality, like everything. People like get out of depression after they start it. You know, like people don't realize how big a part testosterone and your hormones in general, having the right balance, like plays a part in your mental health.
Yeah, no, and I'm not sure where my fucking T levels are right now.
Right.
But I gotta get that shit tested. But I'm looking and jumping on that shit too. Right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna jump
man.
on that same train because around 32, which I am now, is when you're supposed to start that shit, and it'll definitely help with fucking energy. But I'm not looking for a fucking quick fix, bro. I'm looking for changing my life in a fucking positive manner. That's part of
Right,
why I
yeah.
don't want it either. I don't want to just be like, I'm taking tea now and fucking.
Well,
look at me,
yeah,
I'm jacked."
and the thing is that it's going to be long term too, right? So once
Yeah.
you do start taking it, like it's like that's it, you're taking it.
And so where I stand is, let's just fucking try and do it naturally first. And then if I really need it or I feel like I can't get there on my own, I'm gonna switch over to it. And like I feel like once I get gray hair, I'll fucking jump on that shit.
My thing, soon as like I can get it, I'm going to take it. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna be fucking jacked.
Yeah, I feel like keto will do that too, just in a harder road.
I'm not trying to wait like 2 years, bro.
Yeah. I got like a year. I got a good year left. I mean, look at how old is Jason Momoa? I'm gonna take a look at that nigga.
He's in his 40s.
That's a good looking nigga, man. You think he takes tests?
He's also 6'1", and like he's gonna be big no matter what. That's his job. I know he doesn't take tests. His body is nowhere near what you would see if somebody was on tests. He actually really doesn't have his body physically. He's just big.
He's
There's nothing.
6'4", 214. He's got that Samoan build.
Yeah, but
no
he's
homo
not-
right now, but that
if
dude's
you
a
see him
fucking
all the time,
ideal man. He's
he
an ideal
always-
dude.
Yeah, he has like the little gut, which is realistic. His abs aren't fucking crazy. It's not a 12-pack. But again, that's because he doesn't do cycles. He's just he's a bigger dude, and he actually does his workouts, when he's supposed to. But he also, because he's naturally big, he doesn't need to cycle to look huge. Like Chris Hemsworth, right?
Yeah.
He's another tall guy.
Legs.
Yeah, but he has to cycle in order to get fucking gigantic. If you see him after a roll, he goes right back down to like almost to his two brothers' size, right? Like you can see it in their genetics. Like they have good genetics, but they're not huge like that.
Well, look at Mark Wahlberg, man.
Mark Wahlberg is obviously on steroids.
Jesus Christ! I thought people were shooting outside my house. No. He talked about doing that movie where he got big with The Rock, bro.
Yeah.
He was fucking
It was
Do you think he's
retarded.
on steroids, bro?
I don't think he's
Don't
on,
do
I don't
Marky
think,
Mark like that.
I don't
bro.
think he's on steroids. If you watch More Plates, More Dates,
Yeah.
that's one of the guys. He's like an expert for the most part on this. As far as an expert as you're gonna get going into depth. But yeah, he put on like 40 pounds in like 2 months or something like that. And just for perspective, a guy who's like lifting like he's supposed to and he has his diet on point, but he's all natural, you're gonna put on about at the maximum, right? About 8 to 12 pounds of muscle in a year, in an entire year. He put on like 40 pounds in like 2 months. And you can just see, in order for him to be that big with that low body fat, you have to like that's one of the big indicators of steroids is being able to maintain such huge size with very low body fat because that's just your body doesn't do that. It's just not something that it does.
No. Yeah, and I get that. And because you look at the world's strongest men, they all got a gut, like a hefty gut, and they're fucking big as fuck, right? Their arms show it, their neck show it. And you can even see like a six pack sometimes on their stomach.
On their stomach, yeah. But those guys also take steroids, but their steroid cycles are different because they're trying to get as big as possible and they don't care about the looks. So like you had Thor or the guy who won last year, who's been competing forever. He has a documentary where he was trying to put on like 100 pounds or something like that. And he was taking like an insane amount of tests. And what else was he taking? I think he was taking human HGH on top of that.
Yeah.
But he had like an insane cycle running. But again, these guys they're the strongest men in the world. And I'm
looking at like Eddie Hall and shit right
that's
now.
Who I'm talking about, Eddie Hall.
Yeah.
So his documentary, you see how much he has to take in order to put on like that much weight. And it's not just muscle, it's fat too. But yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's not a fucking life worth living.
No, not at all, man. They have to force feed themselves. Imagine having to force, like you're not even enjoying eating anymore. Your storage is full.
And they're just fucking crushing it for the extra goddamn weight.
Yeah, exactly. But like you're not even enjoying food anymore. You have to force feed yourself. Like I'm good, man. I just want to take some TRT, get out of the 160s, and just, be jacked until I'm like 75.
Oh, I tried C4 for the first time the other day, man.
You have a heart attack?
No, I had those jitters though. And that fucking ripped a goddamn, like, I don't know if I had the extra energy or not, but I was like twitching. Yo, I had to have.
Yeah, if
I
you
had
don't
to
take
have had extra
workout,
energy because I ran fucking, what did I end up running? Yeah, I ran like a good 3 miles, 23 minutes.
You did cardio after you took that?
Yeah.
You're
I did some
insane.
cardio. And then after the cardio, I went and then I fucking felt ready to go to a gym. And I was like, let's fucking go. And I went and did just a solid workout for like fucking hour 12 minutes after a fucking 23-minute 3 mile.
Kathy, how's your workouts been going?
I haven't gone for 3 days, remember?
Yeah, but I mean, like, besides that, like, when did you start? It was like a couple months ago, right?
Like 2 months ago.
And where'd you go and what made you guys, because you guys are doing it together, right?
Honestly, it was just, we're fat. We need to start doing shit.
Fuck yeah, bro.
It was just one of those, That's normally what it is, except
it was
most
like,
people don't give a fuck.
It was like we got up and we're just like, this fucking belly shit. I'm already 30. He's gonna be 30. We're like, we can't be this way. We need to go do something.
Yeah, and it's just you're uncomfortable. Everything's uncomfortable.
The clothes don't fit. Everything's tight. It's like, nah, bro.
Bro, this shirt. Do you see how new this shirt looks?
Yeah.
I bought this shirt like a year ago, but I couldn't wear it because like after a month it was too fucking tight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a different wardrobe completely. But I live simply anyway. I just do black t-shirts and some jeans.
Yeah.
So like we started going because we're just like, we need to start losing weight and becoming healthy, going into your 30s and shit. And then, he has injuries. He has shoulder injury. He has, sciatic injury. So like we needed the personal trainer.
Right.
So that we knew what to do the right way.
Right. And that's actually, that's nice hearing that, because your average person doesn't do that. For some reason, they think that they like, I don't know what it is. If it's like a built-in mentality, but it's like, oh, I'll just go to the gym and all I have to do, like they have this thing in their head where they think that they know what they're doing. And it's weird because it's very common.
Well, part of it, I think more than anything, it's financial implication, right?
I think that comes second. I think it comes second. I think
to
that
a personal trainer.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. So I always think, right, personal trainer, right? When I think personal trainer, I think, fuck, dude, can I afford that shit? Like that's the first thing I
Can't.
think about.
Straight up, like it's really expensive. And
Yeah.
but the thing is that we needed it to, number one, for the jump start.
Hell
There's
yeah.
something about paying someone to push you, and then on top of that, you're just kind of like, when there's days where you're laying there, you're just like, I don't want to fucking go. Like you can do that to the gym. You're like, I don't want to fucking go. I'm not gonna go. But then
Right.
you're like, fuck, I don't want to go. But this guy's actually there waiting for me. It's 5 a.m. He's up because I told him that I'm gonna be there. So now I gotta go. Even though I've stayed home a couple times doing that, but he goes. So
Right.
either way, he's still, seeing someone for the time that, it kind of forces you to get up.
No, when you said that, like mentally, you know what I mean? Fucking, if you just have any sort of like inkling of being a decent person, you don't want to let somebody down, right? Like yourself, any other person that you're goddamn paying. Yo, I 100% agree. Like that's a great jump start, is getting a trainer. Because if you drop $250, $300, whatever the fuck they're charging for 5 workouts for the month, that's a lot of fucking money to a lot of people.
Mhm.
And when you drop that on somebody, you better get the fuck up and go do that shit, man.
Right.
Just close on me, Jesus Christ. No, it didn't. No, you didn't.
Then
Hold What are you doing?
oh,
Oh.
nice. I was like,
Yo, that Apple, you know what I mean? Coming back.
No, because Procreate auto saves regardless. Like I can,
Oh.
my whole iPad can die right now, and it'll come back as if nothing happened.
that
Thank
thumbnail
God.
though was looking super iffy.
Yeah.
That thumbnail terrifies me. I was like, wait a minute. I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me in my lifetime. Oh my God. Fucking drawing in Photoshop or Sign, and then your computer just goes and it dies, and you're just like, did I save? And then you go back and realize that you spent like 4 hours on something that you now have to go and spend those 4 hours again
Yeah.
because you didn't save, and you lost all of that, and you're just like, no.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that is one reason that I fucking love the Switch. I can't tell you how many times, like because of storms, the power's gone out, but because it's self-powered, nothing happens. Power comes back on, you're good to go. I'm like, this is
Wait,
fucking
the
amazing.
Switch.
Yeah,
Are we talking about?
the
Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
The
I
fuck are
forgot.
you talking about?
Yo, for some reason, you know what I mean? I'm stuck on the Wii being the best Nintendo system for a couple reasons. One, Wii bowling. 2,
I never had a Wii, so I don't know.
Wii bowling.
I had a Wii, and I think
Yeah.
I only played Smash Bros on it. Oh, and I
And
played
Tennis,
Resident
Wii
Evil
Sports.
0.
Mm.
But no. Yeah, I have the Switch, and the only thing I've ever played on it was Super Smash Brothers, and what the hell's the other game? Pokemon.
Yeah, that's why I bought the Switch, is because Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I bought it for Smash Brothers, but I'm so underwhelming at that game that I feel like I wasted my money. Like,
I was that
Fuck,
basic
dude.
bitch that didn't want to switch until the pandemic happened, and I was like, oh, Animal Crossing came out, and then I was bored, and everybody was playing
What?
Animal Crossing. So I was like, you know what? Let me get a Switch and play some Animal Crossing with my friends because we're all quarantined.
You didn't want Sword and Shield? What is wrong with you?
I did
Yeah.
get Sword and Shield.
I've
way
never.
later.
Yeah, I never. Fuck, I didn't enjoy the Pokemon on the Switch. I didn't enjoy. The only game I
What?
enjoyed was Super Smash Brothers. Outside of that, I haven't enjoyed a Switch game.
You're fucking on drugs, bro.
Well, I enjoy games on my phone more than
Just
more
stop.
than I do on the
Stop.
Switch.
You shut the fuck up right now.
No. Yo, say what you want, but there's a reason they
On
make
your
more money.
phone,
Yeah.
you're fucking full of shit, bro.
Yo, I got League of Legends TFT. That's like team fight tactics.
Uh-huh.
It's like a chess game on your phone, and it's mobile as fuck. I can charge it. I have it on the go whenever I want, right? And there's a progression
That's
system.
like
in
my
it.
Switch. It's on the go whenever I want.
Yeah, you say that, but stick a Switch in your pocket.
Why
You
the
get what I'm
fuck would
saying?
I put it in my pocket? I'm a grown-ass man. I'm gonna put it in my passenger seat.
Well, yeah, you could do that, but if you're mobile, so I ride my bike to work every day, right? I run a fanny pack, and then I run pretty much all the gear that I need for the day. I skip
Yeah.
breakfast and lunch usually, and then just eat dinner, have a hefty dinner. Right.
Okay.
So everything I have is portable, and then it's just more consistent for my life is cell phone games.
Right.
Right. So like the Switch, yeah, I guess it would be better if my life fucking curtailed to it a little bit more. But being as I live an active lifestyle, I need something I can do when I'm moving. And part of it, I can throw my phone up on a bike when I want to relax.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. You have
You
to
know what
have
I mean?
both hands out. Yeah. for the
Yeah, and
Switch
I'm just using one fucking hand for so it's not like gaming, but it's still like enough to just get the edge, scratch the itch. And when I want to sit down and game, I got my laptop and I have my
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Not to backtrack, but we were talking about prices with personal trainers, right?
Yeah.
So I always get the reaction when people find out what I charge. They're like in shock, which is why I have people sign up with me. But I'm curious to know like what the average prices are that you guys are seeing.
Dave, how much do we pay? 75 per
For
session
both
for
of
both
us.
of us.
That's not, that sounds about right. So I went
Mhm.
for, 235, I think was a special.
Mhm.
And that was for 5 workout sessions for the month. Right? He's giving you one free. 235 divided by 4 is what?
Bro, I don't deal blackjack anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pulling
math.
that calculator up now.
Do you see this
235.
drawing that's happening right now? I don't do math.
Yo, $58.75 per session.
Jeez.
Right. So that's about $60.
Yeah, it's about the same as ours.
So
You know what I
I
mean?
charge people $100 a month for 2 sessions a week.
No, that's great pricing.
And it dropped to 80 now because I can't work Thursday, Saturday, Sunday anymore.
No,
But like
yeah.
I feel like that's a realistic, and mind you, it's a little different because I'm not paying a gym. I have my own
Mm.
gym. And it's more like just shit I'm doing in my free time. But I feel like that number is it's a reasonable number for someone to want to get out of their house and actually work out. You know what I mean?
So when do you talk about raising it? When your
I
clientele
don't.
gets up?
No, I dropped it. I don't want more clientele. I don't want 20 clients.
Mm.
Especially because mine is fight focused. There's so much shit I have to go over that like I don't have the patience to deal with 20 people. You know, like days that I have 2 or 3 people here, which is rare. The most is like normally 2. I'll have like 2 people at a time, and normally it's like friends or something like that. But like when I have 2 people here, like I said, because it's the workout part is secondary to the fighting. I don't have the mental patience to deal with more people than that.
I see.
No, I get it. Right. And that's what you love to do. So you would do it for free, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it for free.
Mm.
You know, I always try to
trained me for free for a minute.
Yeah, when I was in Gainesville. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those yeah.
Oh, yeah, there were
man.
some struggling times where I remember I had to walk because I didn't have money for gas one day, bro. Yeah, I was so poor. I had to walk like
poor,
3
bro.
hours, bro, just to fucking there was one week where I just ate peanut butter and drank iced tea, close to a month, because I had 0 money left. And then my brother took care of all the bills, and anywhere I wanted to go, I had to walk to. It was fucking struggling.
Bro, what was it? Didn't I stay with you for like a week or 2? And like none of us had a job or money.
Oh, it was bad.
Or anything like that. I think I was eating like chicken, like canned chicken and like bread and shit. Oh
I
man.
feel that.
Nah,
Yeah.
yo, I fucking shit. Now, I think we ate decently well for that small period of time.
Yeah, and we were
But then-
training, so I mean,
Yeah, there
whatever.
was a time where you were gone. After you left, my brother took off, right? Because we were all leaving the area.
Yeah.
And then it was like that last month, I was by myself, no job, no money. Whatever the fuck I had in my cabinets is what I ate. And I
Mhm.
had like $7 to get through the fucking month. And so it was just like iced tea, whatever ramen noodles I had left.
Ramen, yep.
And fucking shit. I think I had like some natty ices in the fridge that were like my carbs for the day. Yeah. That's some of the best shape I've ever been in, though.
Man.
Was not healthy, but
No.
No. You look, you know what I mean? When you look good, who gives a shit? Bulimia is okay if you look good.
oh no.
Oh man, those times are crazy, man. That was so long ago now.
Yeah, but it sets you up for like different stages in life. Like, what's the worst that would happen, right? You get put in that situation again.
Yeah. Like I've never been like. There's been a couple times in my life, especially like not having family to back me up, where like I've been like with nothing. Like I remember one time I had to walk from Dixie down in South Florida to 441 at like 1 o'clock in the morning with like I had one fucking why I don't know why my brain's not working right now, but a duffel bag with that's a stroller. The fuck I don't know why, a travel bag. Yeah. So I had to like walk from Dixie to like 441 and like knock on someone's door that I knew over there and hope that I could like sleep there for the night and shit. So yeah, like after like times like that and shit, or like in Gainesville and shit, like I had no business being up there at all. But yeah, you're not really worried about anything. Like nothing really affects. I'm never like panicky about anything.
Well, I mean, having kids, right, changes shit for you too, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, how much more responsible did you come because of that? Then it's like, because when it's just about you, who gives a fuck if you're back on the street?
Yeah.
Right. But when you start to have kids and shit like that, you're like, fuck, dude. Now I gotta do shit that I don't want to do.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And then so like you can
see. No,
I've
never done anything I didn't want to do.
What do you mean? You've never worked a job for a little bit that you didn't want to work?
Never.
You've never. Oh shit, I'll do shit all the time that I don't want to do just because it's fucking beneficial in the end. Yeah, I hate running and I run fucking almost every day now.
The reason that I don't work at the casino anymore is because me and one of the managers got into it about something. Basically, I was like, you can go fuck yourself. So I got fired. And then they brought me back. And then they happened to bring me back like the week of New Year's. And I told them, I was like, I know you guys are starting me this week, but this is exactly what I said. I was like, don't think that you're going to schedule me to work New Year's for you. And they did. And I didn't go. So, and the very next day I got fired. So,
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, in the meeting, they're like, I don't know why you would do this. And I was like, I don't know why you would do this because I told you. So I've never, I think that's just because of the way like the shit I had to deal with growing up and like just the way I was raised. I've never had to do something I didn't, or I've never even put myself in a situation to do something I didn't want to do as far as work goes. And that's a lie. There was like 2 times.
That's it.
Yeah, there was like 2 times that I did some shit I didn't want to do, but it was because I was going to be homeless and I had to like get a job. But that was like, it was like a week. So.
No. Yo, good on you for having that fucking ability to do that, right? To have that freedom. Yeah, I don't know.
It's luck too. It comes down to luck, right? Like I got lucky getting a job at the casino because of my fight coach. And then I got lucky that the casino offers free blackjack dealing or free blackjack school. And then taking that, at my age, I had no idea how much blackjack dealers make, so I got lucky with that. So it was just right place, right time sort of thing. So it comes down to that too. But I at least recognize that, right? I know that I got lucky in a lot of those situations.
No. Yeah, man. It's just shit. Yeah, we're talking about physical fitness, writing stories, writing everything else, right? Hardships makes good characters and shit like that. But financial fucking stability is a difficult fucking thing too.
Yeah. But that's why we're here, man. That's why we're like, this is why we're here right now, right? And that's why I'm fucking always. What did I fucking message you guys in the chat? Like I told you guys, like I don't want to be old. I want to get this shit done now. I want to be chilling in the next 10 years. And the only way that happens is if I fucking constantly annoy you guys. You know what I mean?
No. Yo, you want to be working in the next 10 years. You'll never be chilling, bro.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I at least want to be. It's because I want to be working. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that got fucking deep.
Yeah.
Balls deep. But so yeah, I thought we were gonna talk more about comic books, and I was a little skeptical because comic books aren't really my thing.
It's just an idea, right? So like when we do the podcast is for us to talk, right? It's an outlet for artists and writers for us to talk, because let's face it, right? A lot of us, especially as artists and writers, which is the main focus of this, first, you always see that we're secluded, right? We don't like talking to people and sort of getting our emotions out. We get them out through our art, right? Through what we do. So having this outlet, that's why it's called writer's block, right? We're able to talk and sort of express ourselves and decompress our mind so that when we do go do our work, we don't have all this shit weighing down on us, right? It's not just for inspiration. It's to be able to decompress, to be able to just get this out so that we don't have this shit on our minds or on our backs when we are working or trying to get work done. You know what I mean?
Yo, why decompress when you have family?
Oh my God, stop. No.
Yeah, I tried to hold it in, but
You know what family's not stronger than?
What?
A tree.
I am Groot.
I don't understand that one, but I just
Because
know.
Paul Walker crashed into a tree and died.
God damn.
Vin Diesel also plays the voice of Groot, so
Mm-hmm.
double whammy.
Which is fucking crazy that he got paid for that.
For Groot?
He did Groot's voice in every language.
He got paid to say, I am Groot.
Yeah, but he did it in a bunch of different ways. Like, I am Groot. I am Groot.
Get the fuck
I am
outta here.
Groot. I am Groot.
Just
Yo, and like you say that, but some like Mark Hamill, man.
Mark
No.
Hamill is
Right.
the fucking man.
Yo, he does some of the best fucking voices in the world. And they're just
Yo,
shit.
I lost it when I found out he was fucking Firelord Ozai. I was like, what?
Whoa, from
Avatar.
what the fuck?
I didn't
I-
know that.
Damn,
You
dude.
didn't know he was Ozai?
No.
Shit. Yeah, I'm one of those people that can literally watch something, hear someone's voice, and go, that's who that is.
Yeah, I'm trying to voice acting history and shit.
Oh shit. Speaking of voice actors, you know who like I really was surprised that they were like a prominent voice actor was I can't remember what his name was in the movie, but Suicide Squad, the fire guy with the skull on his face,
Okay, I know who you're talking about. I just don't
the
know
Spanish guy from Crazy what was it called?
Danny Trejo?
Crazy Beautiful, that movie, and Hostel. He was in Hostel also.
Okay.
The Spanish dude. When I found out that he was like, he's been doing voice acting in animes and shit for a long ass time, I was like, whoa, that threw me off.
Yo, and we were talking about the other thing about just getting into those environments, right? Like, what do you do? What do you do to get in there? For voice
Fiverr.
acting for shit like that.
Fiverr. You go to Fiverr, bro.
And they do fucking voice acting on there?
Well, that and backstage. That was my plan. Like
They
a year
literally
and a
say
half ago.
voiceover, share your message.
Yeah.
Oh, let me hear some of these.
But backstage is it's
Oh,
the
that
website for
motherfucker
actors.
is good as fuck.
Are you
The
looking up
first
that guy?
dude I listened to, Dmitry Zevova. I do that guy. Oi, Nate. Whatever the fuck he said in German. That nigga was sexy. Jim Hanneman. Thank you for calling Boeing Legends.
Holy shit,
Oh,
we're at the 2-hour mark.
Yep.
I think we're gonna have to wrap this one up, guys.
like a condom.
Wrap it up.
Jesus Christ. We can't take you guys anywhere. All right, so
This is where
Damn,
I stop for now.
that shit looks dope already. Holy shit.
Yeah, I still got fireworks going off over here. Anybody else?
Yeah, here and there.
Fucking gunshots. Pop, 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 pop.
No, bro, I live in the hood and like no shit.
You don't live in the hood, bro. Get the fuck out of my face.
What are
with
you
that shit.
talking about, bro? The hood over here, not like the hood
Okay.
in South Florida. That's
All right.
like when people talk about that over here, they're like, you live in Cocoa? And I'm like, there is no ghetto part here, bro. Like, go to South Florida and I'll show you ghetto because That's the streets I grew up on, where if you walk down the street, they're gonna ask you where you live. So
Oh, fuck, where you from? Where you
yeah,
at?
you live around here? I never see you before.
Right? It's
Over
like,
on like Dixie and Dewey Street and shit. Like,
bro,
you're not
Dewey
walking.
Street.
Yeah, you're not walking around over there and like or over in Liberia. Like, you're not walking around.
I literally lived off of Pembroke Road, which was like right across. I was on Hollywood side, and then on the other side of Pembroke Road was Hollandale.
Yeah.
So it was like it was a complete contrast.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. Thank you for spending some time with me.
Arigato gozaimasu.
I don't know what that is. All right.
You don't know what that is? How much anime do you watch?
Me? I don't watch it in Japanese.
That's okay. I watch some. There's some that I watch in dub and some that I watch in Japanese.
I watch too many things to like have, and like I read too many books to have to read more if I'm watching something. So it's like it's like an overload.
I see.
Unless I have no choice. Like if I have no choice, like some of these like Asian epics and stuff that Netflix is putting out, like they're so sick. Like I have to watch it. It doesn't matter if it's not in English.
Go
But
watch
yeah.
the movie.
Movies. All right. Kathy,
I'll watch it right after this.
Yes.
go ahead and tell the people who haven't seen you where they can find you at.
I'm just gonna write it.
There we go. Write it. Why? I remember now. I know what it is. But yeah, for them.
So y'all can find me on what the hell is this? Instagram. Under this name as soon as I can find an ink pen. that I
On
can-
the gram.
On the gram. On the gram. Yo, where are my pens at? Like what? Inking. No. What is this? There it is. I was like, what the fudge? Okay. So on Insta, why aren't you writing? What is this disaster? Oh, please don't mind me and my dumb self, because obviously I forgot that I'm on a layer that doesn't allow you to write on anything. Aha.
Dun, dun, dun.
Art of underscore of SPN box. And then on Twitter. There's 2 T's there, guys.
It's in cursive.
Underscore. So
If you
Insta.
have 2 T's and you put an I between, what is it?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
You opened the door for him for that.
You're dead. It. This is what you can follow me on. This is where you can find me. This is where you can get commission info. It's where you can get all info. DM me, all that jazz.
Yeah, you guys see this dope profile logo that she's working on for Mike right here, One Suit Senpai. She can do that for you. She's done it for me. She's done it for the Box Breaker. If you check out that YouTube, she does Marvel cards. She did one for her in a Spider-Gwen outfit just recently, which is amazing. Yeah, check her out. One Suit Senpai.
Yeah, check me out on Fiverr. I'm now a voice actor. I don't have a video uploaded yet, but if you look through there, you're gonna find me on there.
Drop that voice reel.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Yes.
gonna say. I'll send you some videos to set that up, because like I said, that's what I was gonna get into like a year and a half ago.
Mm.
And I just at that time I just recently got my motivation back. So but I had set all that up and I was gonna do that. So I'll send you the videos and shit that I was looking at.
Yeah, so I plan on just doing one voice, and it was me coming in every language, and this is what it sounds like. Oh, that was that's the video I'm gonna upload. Oh shit.
All right, guys. Thank you. Good night, Nightwing. And we'll see you guys next time. Good night.